There comes a time when you may need to come out of the broom closet and tell a loved one or somebody close to you or special to you that you're a witch. And it can be difficult to know how they're going to deal with that information. So today we're going to talk about different ways and different things to think about when you come out of the closet to somebody who is important to you. But before I dive into that, hi, I'm Sandra from mysterywitchschool.com. If you're new to the channel and you want to learn more about Wicca and witchcraft, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss any videos. So the first place to start when it comes to telling somebody that you're a witch is to ask yourself the question, do they need to know? So if it is just general people, maybe people you work with, people who don't really need to know, where it's not important whether they know or not, then the answer is really up to you. If you want to tell them. If not, not. But if you're in a relationship with somebody, so a love relationship, romantic relationship, or maybe even people that you live with, they're going to probably find out anyway. And if you're in a significant relationship with somebody, then it's important that they do know, because being a witch is part of who you are. And it's going to be really important to you that you're with somebody in a relationship who is okay about what it is that you're doing. So you need to ask that question. How important is this to me that this person knows? If they don't know, how is that going to affect me? Is it going to be something that's going to make my life very difficult? Is it something that's going to create an emotional issue for me? So is it something that's going to make you feel not complete or not able to be honest, feeling shame, feeling guilt, any of those things? Then you need to make the decision about coming out of the broom closet. What you do need to do when you do that is to think about your strategies about how you're going to bring it out to them. And the first one is to understand how you feel about being a witch yourself. That's really important, and the first thing you need to tune into, because if you're feeling any kind of guilt or shame about being a witch, then that's going to come through when you explain your witchiness to that significant person. They will detect that you have some hesitancy in your own confidence about you being a witch. And if they're negative towards witches or the idea of witchcraft, then they're going to pick up on that, and they're going to use that possibly to argue with you or to try and convince you that what you're doing is evil, wrong, and all of the rest of the stereotyping around being a witch. So really tune into how you feel about being a witch. If you're feeling any kind of shame or guilt, deal with that within yourself first, understand why you're feeling that, and then you're ready to think about talking to that other person. There's a couple of different ways you can do it. You could just explain your beliefs to them without using the W word and see how they respond to the actual beliefs themselves, and then maybe throw in the witch thing or explain what witchcraft is, or that is witchcraft, and see how they go with that. You could do the same thing where you explain your beliefs to them without the witch word, and then just leave it at that without even telling them or using the label of being a witch. You could ask them what they think about witchcraft and then get an idea of whether they have an education around it all, or whether they believe in the stereotypes and the negative associations of witches. Then you could discuss maybe witchcraft in a general way about how it really is in the modern day, and educate them a little bit about what witchcraft really is before you come clean about the fact that you are one. Or you could just come out with it and just say, yes, I'm a witch, and see how they deal with it. It's all to do with understanding that person and understanding where they're coming from. So get an idea of what they think about witchcraft first. It's really the good place to start. Have a discussion about that. Educate them about what witchcraft really is. You can either say that you are a witch or not say it at that stage, and then gently let them know that that is what you are and that's what you do. It's really important to educate them, to let them know what it is that you do. And then it's up to them whether they choose to listen to you and accept it or whether they don't. And that is their choice, and there's nothing you can do about that. It's really difficult to be in a relationship with somebody who opposes your spiritual beliefs, because spiritual beliefs are such a big part of who we are, how we view the world, how we treat each other, how we treat ourselves. It's got so much to do with our lives. It really is our lifestyle. You know, the craft is a way of life. Whether you see it as a practical thing or you see it as a spiritual thing, it's a way of life. And if a significant other isn't able to accept your practices and that part of your life, then they're not really accepting you unconditionally. So give it a go. Let me know how you go with this, which strategy you use, whether you use a couple of different strategies, how you navigate your way around telling your significant other, and how that may have impacted your relationship, changed your relationship. Was it in the negative? Was it in the positive? And let me know in the comments field how you go with that. If you do want to know how to practice your witchcraft, putting all the pieces together that you've gleaned from Google and from books, I have the How to Start Your Witchcraft Practice video. It's free. It just lets you know what sort of things you need to be studying and how you can piece it all together so that you can give yourself a nice step-by-step program of study. The link to that is in the description field below this video. If you like the video, hit the like button, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm Sandra from mysterywitchschool.com. I'll see you on the next video.